Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Winning Post, your one stop for all the racing news and action from India and around the world. I'm Mandira Lalwani. Before anything, let's have a look at what's coming up on this week's episode.
The RWITC's marketing wing has been churning out new sponsors with admirable consistency. And Sunday was first-timers Vivino Designs associating with racing in Mumbai sponsoring the Vivino Million. A quality field of 7 went to post with a bunch of recent winners in the lineup. However, lesser fancied debutant Bottega Louis sprang a surprise with a sizzling gallop, showing a scorching turn of foot to upscale from the last position to taunt the opposition at the business end to sparkle on her debut.
Goldie Spet comes in on first, about 2 lengths in front of Texas Gold in second position. Then comes Juggernaut towards the inside race. Miss Money Punny making progress in the middle. On the outside there's Elise also putting up a nice run with about 350 meters more to run. It's Goldie Spet still about a length and a half in front of Bottega Louis also coming up into the picture now. Texas Gold right with them. Miss Money Bunny, and then there is Elise with about 150 meters more to run. It's Bottega Gold coming up to challenge Goldie Spet, and these two are battling it out. It's Bottega Louis now going on to win this one. Bottega Louis about a neck in front of Goldie Spet. After that there's Texas Gold, Miss Money Penny, Elise followed by Juggernaut.
House of Commons made ample amends for his earlier lapses, scoring a memorable maiden win and bagging the Amateur Riders Club trophy in a fashionable manner. Languishing in the mid-bunch most of the way, House of Commons, ridden by P. Trevor, left his rivals gasping with a scintillating run in the final furlong to win, drawing away.
Name of the game comes in on first from Royal Sapphire in second. Petronius is the one galloping up on the outside, 3 lengths behind. Philadelphia is now making a forward move. After that is Divine Spark and House of Commons. But name of the game is the leader from Royal Sapphire is in the centre. And House of Commons is the one coming up with a lightning run on the stand side. And it's going to be House of Commons on the stand side. Is gone away from name of the game Royal Sapphire Philadelphia, but House of Commons makes it very impressively from name of the game Royal Sapphire may have finished third ahead of Philadelphia.
The Dr. Govind Gurbaksani Memorial Trophy did look an open race, but few expected Street Jammer to emerge victorious. The long shot had never won over a mile and was neglected in the betting ring. The Jaidev Modi-owned 5-year-old gelding showed tremendous acceleration midway in the home stretch and broke away from Batman to score a comfortable victory with a good margin.
Along the inside race, Batman on the outside, then comes Igus Tiger, Glory's Opinion, Vice Chancellor with about 300 meters more to run, and it's still Jasmine now being called on the outside by Street Jammer. After that there's Batman coming up with nice run on the outside, Igus Tiger, then there's Vice Admiral who's got a lot of running to do with about 150 meters more to run, and it's Batman and Street Jammer fighting out, but Street Jammer finishing on better. It's Street Jammer is about a length and a half, 2 lengths in front of Batman, finishing up second.
He had a lot of setbacks after he came third in race number 4, and he's just a very headstrong horse. But when he jumped off and Joyce settled him into second and into third position, I was very happy with that. When he turned for home and he got the gap through, I knew he was getting stronger. I knew he'd come and win the race. I'll run him in 3 weeks' time. I'll run him over a 7 in 3 weeks' time.
Glorious Eyes, who had last won on her debut, had gone winless for 7 outings before she turned out for the Suraj Estate Developers Trophy, a 7-furlong affair. She was going at nourishing odds with few takers as Hunting Pleasure and Lady in Red garnered most of the betting. Glorious Eyes put in a powerful finish, improving positions with each stride to stretch out fluently in the final stages and rump home a clear winner.
Hunting Pleasure, Comic Timing, Smart Vision. Then there is Imperial Heritage and Impossible Dream on the very wide outside. Inside the last 300 meters they go, and Zoom has gone ahead now with Hunting Pleasure gathering momentum. Glorious Eyes looking good in the center. Then there's Lady in Red followed by Zanzibar, Kalina and the others. Going inside the last 200 meters, Glorious Eyes has gone ahead with Hunting Pleasure coming to challenge, but it's going to be too late as Glorious Eyes gets the measure. Glorious Eyes the winner of the 7th race from Hunting Pleasure, Zoom, Zanzibar, Lady in Red, Comic Timing, Imperial Heritage, Kalina, Kookaburra Night, Smart Vision.
Unfortunately, this filly is very, very temperamental. It takes a hell of a lot of efforts to settle her down. After one good start in Bombay with the swift swing where she got beat by a nose, her 2 runs were very disappointing, very frustrating. I had to do a lot of changes. I put her earplugs on her and I put her into the hydrotherapy pool. She settled down, and this is how she likes to race. She settled well and she won well.
St. Andrews justified the strong support that he received and put up a clinical show to get the measure of Khayyam and claim the Malabar Hills Club Trophy. On his recent good showing in the Guineas and the Ruya Cup, St. Andrews started the firm favourite to win the race. Jockey Suraj Naredu had no qualms in letting Khayyam lead them all until into the straight. St. Andrews chased the leader into the home stretch and then shifted gears to progress smoothly and took charge soon and galloped away to score an emphatic win.
Length and 3/4 in front of St. Andrews, very prominent in second, in third, She's Special, Janine and Mountbatten. But Khayyam is still about a length and a half ahead. St. Andrews is the one moving up nicely on the outside, 3 behind is Janine, but it is Khayyam, leads by a neck from St. Andrews, now looms large on the outside, and it's going to be St. Andrews on the outside, has gone to the front, is a length and a half in front of Khayyam, 3-4 lengths behind is She's Special. St. Andrews winning it quite easily from Khayyam. Then there's...
What can I take through the race? He won it well. The jockey knows the horse, he rode him well. We'll see how he takes this race and we'll go from there.
I think it was, he's coming back from 10 furlong trip to a 7 furlong trip. Obviously last time he met top horse like Sergeant at times. This time the company was pretty weak and we all were hopeful he'll do well. He's got a bright future. Nothing, if there was no pace, I was ready to make my own. If there was a decent enough pace, I thought I'll track someone. Once I come into the straight, I let him go and he did that beautifully. He's a top horse and you should hear a lot about him in the future.
Kapriska from trainer Imtiaz Seth's stable showed his fighting qualities as he tamed favourite Selfie Star at the finish. Kapriska shot into the lead entering the home stretch, and when Selfie Star came alongside, it looked they would battle hard. However, debutant Selfie Star ran green and started to shift out under pressure, and even jockey of Sandesh's calibre could do little to keep Selfie Star on an even keel. Kapriska, on the other hand, kept a straight course and with a sustained gallop managed to beat the favourite and also ward off a late challenge by Themis, who caught the eye with a sizzling finish.
But it's going to be Kapriska is in the centre, leads by half from Massimo, and Selfie Star is the one galloping strongly on the stand side, but it is Kapriska, leads by a neck from Selfie Star, drifting out slightly, but it is Selfie Star on the stand side from Kapriska, it's Selfie Star from Kapriska, it's Kapriska from Selfie Star, and Theme is flying in the centre, Kapriska gets it from Theme, then there's Selfie Star, after that is...
The instructions were to sit in third, fourth, he was sat in second. He came into the straight and I thought it would require a really good horse to beat us because this is a very, very good horse. The ultimate plan is the Shapurji Coles Million. That was beyond the cards. We were deciding whether to run here or not to go straight there. Then we decided to run here.
This horse had a run last time. He won 6 furlongs on Derby week. He ran a decent 6th. So the jockey gave the opinion that the horse needed longer. But took a chance and ran him today. He's a good horse. He's got a little bit. He's still a little immature. He'll go a long way.
After his last start second, Knight's Quest was in the betting and the Narendra Lagarde trainee thrilled his followers with a gritty show at the finish. Samurai looked on course to carve out a win when Knight's Quest quickened and caught up. The pair fought out the last 100 meters with Knight's Quest pulling out all stops and drawing away in the last couple of strides.
Knight's Quest is in between horses trying to make a forward move. At the top of the home straight, Generous Lady comes in on first, about 2.5 lengths ahead of Royal Muse in second. Tontaria is in third. Widest fall to the right of your picture, Crystal Ball. Knight's Quest coming up in the center. The Samurai is rallying on the far side, but Generous Lady is now been challenged by Samurai. Knight's Quest galloping strongly on the stand side. Next Quest on the stand side from Samurai, battling back. Samurai from Knight's Quest. Samurai, Knight's Quest, Samurai, Knight's Quest, Knight's Quest, Samurai is in it, flying on the stand side. Knight's Quest gets it from isn't it? Then there is Samurai. After that is Baker Street aside.
This horse had run about 4 days ago. He had run a very good race. He had just run second. And this was the 1200. So we thought he'd lack the speed to run with this field. So we told the jockey to keep him well up. But luckily for him, got a lovely opening on the outside. And after that, he warmed up. And once he had warmed up, he got the front horse easily. Because he's already run twice. So I think he'll need a month's gap to look after him and bring him back.
The biggest attraction is on the cards for the Poonawalla breeders' multi-million that will see several talented juveniles going to the post. The excitement was rife at the Mahalakshmi racecourse and the winning post team caught the anxiety, mood and the expectations among some of the professionals for the richest race for juveniles.
Towards the inside race is Gold Bond with about 150 meters more to run. It's Perfect Star is now broken away about 2.5 lengths clear and going on to win this one. Perfect Star wins the Dr. M.A.M. Ramaswamy multi-million.
Perfect Star is the first pick on sure form, and he's done us very proud by winning the Dr. Ramaswamy Million on Derby Day. He's worked well, he's been well. I hope he puts another winning performance. And my other horse, Angel's Touch, is a little short in experience, but she's got a louder class. And Perfect Star, P.S. Chavan rides, and Sandesh is riding Angel's Touch. I have two of the best jockeys riding for me, and she'll also run a good race and let the best horse win. It's a very open race. We have very good horses running with them. Well, Rafina is a obvious first choice. Then Awesome Hooves, Tutankhamun. And it's any of these horses, you know, who wakes up on the right side of the bed.
First got a lead of about 1.5 lengths to in front of Gazino in second position. Angel's Touch is looking for a rail run. Then comes Windsor Forest on the outside, prominently poised in fourth position with 300 to go. It's Gazino who goes into the lead now. 1.25 lengths in front of Windsor Forest under the stick. With them is Angel's Touch also coming up in the middle with about 150 meters more to run, and it's Windsor Forest on the outside and Angel's Touch. These two are battling it out. It's Windsor Forest on the outside now, is finishing on well.
I have Dragon Mouse running the Poonawalla Breeders Multimillion. I think quite highly of him. He's a got abroad by Girolamo. He was very immature, so I wanted to give him a run and for experience. So I raced him in a maiden 7 furlong. He hit the front and then just backed up towards the end. He probably needed that run, and he's come up a great deal on that. He needed blinkers, so I put blinkers on him. He's put in a good piece of work, and I like the way he was moving, so I guess I'm taking my chance in the Poonawalla Million. I suppose Tutankhamun is the horse to beat, but there are a lot of others as well. There's Perfect Star and Autocratic. I don't know the form of Bangalore, but I've seen the horse looking good. So I think it's going to be an open race. It's going to be a very tough race. But let's hope for the best.
Goldie Spread is now being challenged on the outside by Summer Race. Rufina also coming with a nice run on the outside, and these two have pulled away. In fact, it's Rufina on the outside who's traveling nicely from Summer Race towards the inside race. 250 meters more to run, and Rufina is stretching out nicely indeed. 150 meters more to run, and Rufina has built up a huge lead here to win the Gules Poonawalla Million in great style. Rufina accelerating extremely well, winning by about 7-8 lengths from Summer Race, finishing up second.
Rufina's won both her starts. Her second start especially was very impressive. She won at 7.5 lengths. I've trained both her sisters, Polished Chrome and Lady Daniel, were both 5 furlong fillies. The way the filly settles, I hope she gets the 7. She's too brilliant in her 6, but if she gets the 7, she'll run a grand race. There are good horses in the race, obviously. There's Awesome Hooves, who's clocked 110.47 in his first start, and he's bound to improve. He'll be the horse. Then there's Tutankhamun, and of course there's Kartik Ganpati's horse, Perfect Star, who's worked exceedingly well. He's done a -15 gallop, which is outstanding. On the same day, Rufina did 11. But cross my fingers, and I hope she runs a grand race.
He's done well after his win. He's a nice horse, still a little immature. I think he ran a good race. Well, everyone has to beat Dallas's filly, Rufina.
Traveling nicely from Summer Race towards the inside race. 250 meters more to run, and Rufina is stretching out nicely indeed. 150 meters more to run, and Rufina has built up a huge lead here to win the Gules Poonawalla Million in great style. Rufina accelerating extremely well, winning by about 7-8 lengths from Summer Race, finishing up second.
Summer Race won her maiden start very impressively in the month of December. Then she came across one better horse called Rufina in the Gules Poonawalla Million, where she got beat by 7 lengths. Both have run true to form vis-a-vis the timings. She runs over a 7th. She's worked well. She should run well. It's a very competitive race, and let's hope for the best. I've also another runner called Princess P, who's not much chance. There is Rufina, there's that Tutankhamun, and there's Phoenix Falcon, 3-4 horses.
The Poonawalla Million, in my opinion, is the derby for the 3-year-olds and one of the most awaited races of the season. And I think it's a privilege to be even running this race. Though I have a horse who has got no form, we all pray and hope we can win this race one day.
Thank you for joining us. That's all we have time for in this week's episode of The Winning Post. Remember, if you've missed anything, you can always catch it on our YouTube channel. Also, remember to follow Mohit Lalwani for his tips on Twitter. And of course, goodbye till we see you next time. May the horse be with you.